Welcome. I'm Elizabeth Harper. I'm thrilled that you've joined me on numerologist.com. I'm here with this week's angel messages. So what I would love for you to do is choose either 1, 2, or 3, or choose the numbers 54, 115, or 62. 54, 115, or 62. All right. You can place your hands over your heart to invite your angels to guide you to which message is right for you. Maybe a combination, whatever feels good. And let's get started with our angel messages. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle these. Number one is 115. So if you chose 115 or you chose number 1 card, this is your card. So this is Archangels Camiel and Ariel. So these are soulmates, they're twin flames, they're connections together of this beautiful energy of love, Camiel and Ariel. So you can see here, Ariel has the lion, that's Ariel's symbol, and there is a feeling of love, passion, connection. But you can see it's like there's a sword between them, isn't there? There is something that comes between them, and yet it doesn't. So the heart is there and the sword is there. So I feel part of the message for you is saying relationships can be challenging, relationships can be difficult. There's so much passion in the relationship, and yet there's also some cutting edge that's there as well. And yet there is love. So when you look at that image, you see the love that is between them. The connection is there between them. This symbol, all their symbols are connecting each other. The heart to heart is there. So the colors of this, there's this beautiful orange and coral, and this beautiful blue vibration that's there as well. And I feel within the orange and the coral that it's the passion. It's the true Christ consciousness that is there for them. So this is 115, 1, 1. So if you imagine that each of these souls has that one vibration, it's you in relationship with another. So it's not necessarily you and a mass of people. It's just you in a relationship with another. A relationship could be with yourself, but I feel that this is a relationship with a partner, with a friend, with a relative, that your angels are inviting you to recognize the deeper connection between you, the soul light that is between you, the love that is between you, that even though you may have differences, there is so much love that joins you together, that each of you are individual, that each of you have your own symbols, that each of you have your own personality, but that you wrap each other in that energy when you come together. So that you come together as one. The 5 vibration, an aspect of that 5, it's Mercury, there's communication that is there, but an aspect of the 5 sometimes can be about difficulties and challenges that are there, and it can also be about creativity as well. So it's that we create these things so that we can find the experience, so that we can find the lessons, so that we can have more wisdom, so that we can understand ourselves better, so that we can be educated about our connection with ourselves through the mirror of another. Those numbers come together as 7, 1, 1, 5 equals 7. 7 is that movement forward. 7 is Neptune. So there is a deep, deep understanding here of the spiritual connection we have with others. But this is also a 7-year. So it's saying this week for you is very important around relationships. It's almost like it's coloring something within your year ahead as well. How you react, how you blend, how you communicate, how you experience your relationships this week could influence the remainder of your year. So notice that. Archangels Camiel and Ariel. So Ariel is a manifestation angel. So inviting you to understand your ability to manifest your relationships as well. And manifest relationships that have passion and love and heart. Manifest relationships with people who accept you for who you are. And that's one of the most important things, right? And the relationship, when you find somebody that accepts you, they are reflecting something within you that is accepting that part of yourself. Maybe somebody who doesn't accept you is reflecting something within yourself that hasn't been accepted by you as well. So notice that. Notice what comes up for you around relationships this week. Okay, number 2. Let's see what's coming up for number 2. Your card is the 54. So if you chose 54 or you chose number 2, this is your card as well. So in Orosoma, this is Serapis Bay. And the Serapis Bay bottle is all white. So you see that it's also a Page of Swords, so we'll get to that soon. So 54. 54, when you add those together, it's 9. So there is a completion, there's an ending. 9 is the Mars energy. So it's everything shifting and completing and ending very quickly for you. That white vibration is a whiteout. So if you imagine if you have a whiteboard and you just cleanse the whiteboard, it's waiting for the next step. So Serapis Bay often comes in to cleanse. So there's all these colors of the rainbow, cleansing through the chakras, the rainbow energy of the white light, cleansing through your being to create a new space, a space for something new. So the 5 is that creation. 4 is something new. So these two energies together, there's so much creativity within the white, right? So it's waiting for you to create your next step. What's that going to be? 5 vibration. There's an aspect of this that is very much about the human being. So if you imagine the 5, it's like the 5 points of the pentacle, the 2 hands and the head and the 2 legs together opening up, that 5 vibration. So it's almost like you're saying, okay, I am opening myself up to receive. I'm opening myself up to let go. I'm opening myself up to be the light. And then when you get this 4 energy, at 4 is a solid square, and that is connection to the earth. That is having boundaries. That is grounding into the present moment. So if you think of this as 5 as you and the 4 as grounding in, that's what your angels are inviting you to do at this time. Grounding yourself in, allowing yourself to cleanse. I'm seeing a tree moving. Allowing yourself to cleanse everything, shaking it off, what you don't need, but staying in this present moment so that you can be open to the light, so you can be open to even more new beginnings coming in for you. How would that feel for you? And then the Page of Swords comes in of, again, just cutting away what you don't need. Cutting away what doesn't support you. And it may go back further than just this present moment, just this week, just this month, just this year. It could go back to your childhood. It could go back even further than that. Cleansing out what doesn't serve you. Cleansing away what doesn't need to go forward with you. How would that feel for you right now? I love using Serapis Bay to really move everything out of my system that isn't part of me. And what's interesting with this is you see there's a snake on the head as well. So shedding a skin. Really releasing that old skin so that you can expand into a new body, into a new you. I love that. Final card, number 3, your card is 62. I know there's a 3 there. We'll get to that in a moment. 62 is Maha Kohan. And this is the master energy, the master who hasn't incarnated. So there is a beautiful pale turquoise of this bottle. And that turquoise, an aspect of that is communication, it's connection to spirit through the heart, but it's the higher heart. It's connection to hearing and sound and harmony. It's connection to knowing. It's connection to recognizing that you are creating a new path that hasn't been trodden yet. So part of this with 62, 6 is the number of Venus, Aphrodite, love. So there is an aspect of this of communication with love, of communication in relationships, but this is the being that hasn't incarnated. So it's not a physical relationship. This is your relationship to the divine, your relationship with spirit, your relationship with your energy body. The 2 is the moon. It's the moon vibration, but it's also, again, that 2 energy of relationship. It's your light and the reflection of the light. So it's a relationship to the light, your relationship to the divine, your relationship to source, your relationship to your soul, your light, your spirit. So when you look at this beautiful energy is moving up, 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 out of the ethers, out of the earth plane, out of the earth realm, into the spirit realm. So your angels are saying to you this week to really focus on your relationship with the divine, focus on your relationship with the light, focus on your relationship with your higher heart, with the love that you have for source. Focus on that relationship being you. So as you look at source as being separate from you, it's bringing that source into relationship with you so strongly that you recognize yourself within that energy and you know that you are source. So that you're coming together as one. So it's a little bit like with the moon. When we think of the moon, we think of the dark side and the light side of the moon. And we might think of that as separate, but it's not separate at all. It's all part of the same lunar body, part of the same celestial body. And it's the same with you. You are part of the soul of the divine, the light of the divine. You are divine. You are the divine. You are the light. So it's bringing that light connection in this week. Not just now, but beyond this week, beyond this time now. And this 3 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, when you see that in the tarot, it's often that it's like being in a relationship with somebody and there's a third person coming into that relationship and it messes the relationship up. So I feel with this that it's about realizing there isn't a third person. There isn't a third entity. There isn't something that splits you up. You are the divine. You and the divine are one. And it's realizing that over this coming week and beyond, because that's where your power is. That turquoise energy can be about that feeling that you've been rejected. You haven't been rejected. You are so loved. Connect with the divine light within you. Connect with source and recognize that you are one. I feel that's the message from your angels. You are beloved always. Thank you for being with me, sending you so much love. Angel blessings to you.